Alright, let's get started with this. Website reviews over wine. What am I drinking? Bubb Pooley Chardonnay. Let's do it. I thought it'd be a bit silly in doing a new websites and wine video series that we don't actually start with a winemaker. So, cheers, Bubb Pooley. Let's see what we got. I'm not going to go straight into the website. I'm going to Google because I just want to see how some of the content renders. First of all, we know that the Google business listing seems accurate, so there's a tick box. And I want to see that the SEO kind of snippets all make sense and the site links have picked up the main content. So generally with a wine site, yeah, you want to know about wines, probably the shop. Oh, hang on. We've got some Lorem ipsum here, some filler content. So something's happened there with maybe some boilerplate. Not sure just yet. Actually, both of all the other ones are sharing the same content. So there might be an SEO thing there. It might be this, probably an Orphan page, I'm going to guess. I'll give the benefit of the doubt for now. I might check up on that a little bit later. So wine sites, what I'm thinking, you have to shop for wine, obviously. It's probably about a bit of a story, or their cellar door. A lot of winemakers offer a wine club. So these are the sorts of things that I'm wanting to see when I'm kind of first looking at this page. And I think second of all, I want to see a design that I think is complementary to some of the design that they've put in practice on their wine bottles. So for Bubb Pooley, it's quite minimalist, quite modern. It's quite a nice detail with the embossing and the logo, and they've got some little handwritten for the vintage of the year. So this was kind of what I'm expecting, kind of muted tones as well. Let's see what we got. Okay, good. An age check where I don't have to put in my actual birthday. Thank you. So yeah, it's pretty clean. I like the photography that they've used there. That's the labels that I'm talking about. Interesting though, the main navigation really just gives you cart, login, and cart again. Is that cart and cart? No, that's cart and the full cart. Okay. Missing kind of the actual just purchasing mention there, and nothing about contact or about pages. So that's a little bit surprising, but let's see. Let's scroll. You're at the use of concrete vessels. There's an experiment near this. So something like that. I'm no wine guy, so I don't know really what concrete vessels means, whether that's good or bad, or interesting or well rehearsed in this space. But something like an about page or our techniques or something like that might have lended itself there. Okay, and we're going straight into the wines. Just straight into 3 wines with one sold out. So 4 wines. So they're not offering that much. So I think this is good. If you've only got a few products, let's get down to business and make them available. Don't hide them through a products page. Although we did see in that Google site link a product section, so we're going to have to chase that up in a bit. Straight to cart, which is good, that's fine. We're going, especially in wine sites, you've got this deliberation between offering multiples of 6 or buying by the bottle. You're going by the 6, obviously. Finishing up with the mail list and footer about, again, account contact and the old Insta. I wonder if Insta's got that concrete vessel thing going. Yeah, okay, there they are. It's like an orb. And ooh, this one's an egg. I like it. Yeah, so that kind of stuff could be interesting in telling the story. I think that's a lot about winemakers. They do have an interesting tradition or story behind them, and people really want to get into that if they're not just going straight to buy wine. So let's buy some wine, why not? I like this. Okay, so overlaid cart. Again, I think a sensible choice when there's minimal product range. Because I can afford it, let's do it. Oh. Available inventory is 1092. Okay. It's interesting, it's exposing its stock limits. I'll just buy 100 bottles. 100 by 6. Let's do it. Again, I think we've probably been taken to a third-party kind of checkout process, which is fine. Kind of feels like I have to sign up. But and all this looks pretty straightforward. To get back, yeah, I can go straight back there. Cool. So for a simple site with a simple product range, not too bad. I like it getting straight to business. Just want to make sure the sense check that those pages that we saw in Google probably just need to be cleaned up. So I'm guessing, is this a WordPress site? Yes, it is. If we went into their sitemap, we'll probably see a bunch of boilerplate pages. So let's see. So we've got a club. We've got there's our wines. We've also got a blog. So are they hiding that or no clubs? Sorry. Blog. Blueberry pancakes and a hello world. Yeah, so this kind of stuff is just boilerplate WordPress content probably with this theme when it was originally set up. And probably just needs a little bit of housekeeping to make sure that those pages, well, really don't exist. If you're not going to use them, don't have them here. You'll see if I went back to Google, did this old trick to see the site pages that have been indexed. Yeah, we've got 53 results and very much not that many pages on this smallish website. So you can see here, yeah, more Lorem ipsum and stuff, desserts, American, uncategorized, that sort of thing. So I'll tidy up that, but otherwise, straight to the point. Bit of extra detail would be nice with the story, I think. Especially with these concrete vessels, if that's an interesting technique that other winemakers aren't using. The labels and the design seem to marry up, so I think they get a solid pass. So cheers to Bubb Pooley. Tasty wine too. All right, ciao.